Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Thursday. Oh my goodness, what do we call it? Friday Eve. But this is a beautiful morning here in the 757 because, of course, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we're rejoicing and we're glad in it. But you know, it just seems like some mornings are just so nice, and this is a beautiful morning to get out and get your walk on. You know I'm Gigi. Come on and get at least 1,000 steps. Walking 1K with Gigi. But it is a beautiful, beautiful morning. Sometimes, you know, I want to just kind of slow my step a little bit just to really take it in. But we're going to keep walking here. But got a gem nugget to share with you. And as I was reading our Daily Bread devotional, I hadn't thought about this as it pertains to the Sabbath day. The fourth commandment from Exodus 20:8 says to remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. Keep it holy. And you know, God, he worked for 6 days, and then on the 7th day he rested from his work, and we are to observe the Sabbath day. Now, again, we're not going to get into an argument of what should be the Sabbath day, if it's Sunday, if it's Saturday. But he said, take a day of rest. And the purpose, the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. And he wants us to rest. He wants us to worship. And then a third thing that I hadn't really thought about is to remember. Remember. So what do I mean by that? As I was reading the Daily Bread devotional, you know, it started out by talking about, you know, how sometimes you can get into a conversation and you're trying to recall certain details and you get stuck. And a lot of times, the reason why you get stuck, you know, you got so many things going on. You know, sometimes your mind just needs to kind of pause and just remember some things. And that's what happens, you know, when we observe the Sabbath. We not only give ourselves rest, and it's not just worshiping, but we remember. You know, it's just so refreshing to remember what God has done for us. Because, as it was saying here, it says one of the ways to improve that retrieval ability, meaning to recall things, is by regularly scheduled actions or experiences of recalling a certain memory. And when I read that, you know, I grew up in Pentecostal Holiness Church, and one of the things that we did on Sunday before the regular service started was testimony service. You know, everybody would get up and say how God had been good to them all throughout the week. You know, there were praise reports, and we don't do the testimony period a lot in the churches now, but I started thinking about that. So when we go to church on Sunday, that's my gem nugget today. Rest, worship, and remember. Gives us a chance to remember and recall all of it helps us to even recall more of even just who God is. You know, worship is recognizing and thanking him for who he is. Praise is thanking him for what he has done. So when we take that time and rest, we think about and we start worshiping him for who he is, giving our minds and our bodies rest so we can remember about who he is and what he has done. Isn't that good? I just love this this morning, because as it was saying here, I like to read it how it says, in addition to the physical rest that comes from such a respite, that means Sabbath day, we gain an opportunity for mental training to recall that in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth. What he's already done, the sea and all that is in them. It helps us remember there is a God, and it's not us. Well, I like that. We remember that there is a God. We go and worship and rest and realize that there is a God. See, you need that break. So there's a lot of benefits to remember the Sabbath day, to worship, to keep it holy by remembering, just taking that time and remembering who God is. And what better place to do that than in the sanctuary on Sunday or whatever Sabbath day or whatever your Sabbath day is. Oh my gosh, I like this, I like this. And you know, this coming Sunday, September 15th, is National Back to Church Sunday. And even if you were in church last Sunday or you haven't been to church in years, come on out to Back to Church Sunday. I almost getting ready to say back to school. In a way, it could be back to school. But Back to Church Sunday, National Back to Church Sunday. Oh my goodness. Just give your body a time to rest, a time to worship, and most of all, to remember who God is and what he has done. You know, this is something to really think on today. So that fourth commandment, it has more purpose to it than what it says. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Set it apart. That's all. Don't mix it up with nothing else, but keep it holy. Oh my goodness. And you know, you're always welcome to Grace Entwined Ministries. Pastor James E. Gilmore Sr. Would love to see you. If you haven't been in a while, oh, we love to see you. If you were there last Sunday, oh, we love to see you as well. Come on back. So, man, so rest, worship, and remember on the Sabbath day. That's my gem nugget for today. I just love these devotionals because, and our daily bread, because it just opens up your mind to so many things. And another thing that will bless you is Thursday night. Join Pastor James E. Gilmore Sr. tonight, because if it's Thursday, that means it's life study. And you know what our life study, why we call it life study? Because it's not enough to just read and study the Word of God, but we have to apply it to our everyday life. The Word will work if you work it. The Word will work if you work it. Guess what, y'all? We had 23,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh. God be the glory. Subscribe to the Gem Nugget channel. We want to inspire you. We want to encourage you. And we want to instruct you. So, until the next time, don't forget, let's worship, let's rest, and remember on the Sabbath day. Bye-bye.